96.7 The Beat, the A's hip hop and R&B. I am Moran Tha Man. What's going down, world? I am in the presence of an Atlanta legend. I think it's safe to say that you're a legend at this point.
Yes, I'll take that.
Yes, take it all, bro. Take it all. Lloyd is in the building. How you doing?
Man, broadcasting live from the greatest city in the world, ATL.
Word.
All sides, east side. What's up, west side?
Yes,
what's up,
yes,
south
yes.
side?
Hey,
Moran, what's up, daddy? North side, Marietta. What's
Hey.
happening, man? I'm so happy to be back home.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on, man.
A lot going on.
Bringing some love with me. So blessed for this life, for this day. Hope everybody's having a great day, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, hey, thank you for being here. So, hey, we're gonna really start some controversy right now because we got to know, because I feel like it's affected everybody's life who's in this room. Is it she's fine too, or she's 5'2"? I know it's she's fine too, but please clear that up, bro. Please.
You know what? I think I was the first mumble singer. I heard a mumble rap, but have you ever heard a mumble singing?
Absolutely not.
I think that was me, man. I sometimes don't even know what was said, to be honest, but whatever it is, man, it made people feel something, so I'm grateful.
So you just
A
basically...
great debate. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
Okay.
knows, yeah.
All right, the epic urban legend of Lloyd. Okay.
Yeah, Shimon.
Absolutely.
It's like Shimon. It's like, did he say, come on, Shimon? What?
Absolutely.
Kinda like that,
I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. Is it come on,
Yeah,
Shimon?
who knows, man?
Absolutely. I can agree. So I feel like the world, we really met you officially in 2004 with Southside, the track you did with Ashanti. But I was aware of you when you were in the group In Tune.
Yeah.
So how does it feel for you personally to be here in 2019? Because In Tune, that happened in what, 2000?
That was 1999.
1999, okay.
Yeah. Man, I started recording my first album when I was 10 years old. So 23 years later, to still be in this game, seeing so many people come and go, seeing a lot of people, can go crazy easily, especially when you have so much so young. Man, it's really a testament to the people in my life, the people who guide me, teach me, love me. And they tell me honest things all the time, I really would not be here today if it wasn't for the people in my life. And, man, really, I think it's dope because I've seen music change styles and hands, and so much has happened over the past few, eras, if you will. And, I mean, I'm about to go out on the road for like this 2000s era tour with the Millennium Tour with B2K, and I was there for that, you know? And then I was also there last week for
for Lil Wayne and all that vibe.
Yeah, everything, man. So, man, just really thankful, man. And sometimes I don't even know. I ask myself the same question.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we all know that you will actually be featured. Well, if you don't know, I'm spilling the beans now. You will actually be featured on Unsung. And I actually had the pleasure of getting a little sneak peek at it. And I can honestly say I learned a lot about you through that. So how were you able to put yourself in a position to be so vulnerable, to let us know all that you were going through?
Wow, I think having to swallow my pride was a big part of it, realizing that the best way to connect with a stranger is to be honest and let them see your story, see who you are. I think the why is always a better discussion than the what. So why things are, how it got to be that way, gives you a great understanding about people and the decisions they make and their personalities. And then through that, I think through that kind of conversation, that real honest conversation, you start to gain like compassion for other individuals who may not seem like you on the surface, but then you get to that human side of it and you realize we really all have a lot in common.
True.
But, when you wear the shell and you hide behind your pride, I think it can really keep you from some real love. And that's just really where I'm at with it in my life. It took me a few years to be able to get to that point. But, with the blessing of time and of wanting to have that, I've made it to that place.
Word.
And, look, man, I see what's going on in the world. I'm not like one of those detached individuals that sit on his mountaintop or behind his gated home. I really, really am in tune, and I feel a part of the streets and of the community. And I felt like that was important, that was necessary, especially in an era like today of divisiveness and hatred and misunderstanding. So
That's real. That's real. So you spoke on, love and other things outside of your fame. So when you were in your moment when you were popping, did you feel like you were missing a lot of things outside of the fame? Because from the outside looking in, you got money, you got cars, you got women, but, we don't know what's going on here.
No. I never felt like I was missing things. I just felt like I never gave myself time away from touring and putting out records. And I felt like my time belonged to a lot of people and a lot of things other than myself and my family. It was a few instances in the lives of people really close to me that I really wanted to be there during their time of need. And I just decided that was the best way to go.
I feel that.
But that's what the Unsung is all about.
Absolutely. Yes, everybody check it out for real.
Please check it out. It's the first episode this Sunday, March the 3rd. And you can see how ugly I look when I cry.
I wasn't going to put that out there. Now, watching the Unsung, because I'm not going to give away a lot, but I was surprised to see Irv Gotti in it because we know y'all history about certain things that happened after you were with Murder Inc. Have y'all mended that wound?
Well, I can only speak for myself.
Okay.
I've moved on from the past. But that's been me for a while now. And, wounds are deep, man. Just like love, it can be both ways. And sometimes you just give things time to heal. And that's just really what I've been doing. But
so, like, if Irv Gotti called you right now?
Oh, I would answer.
Good.
I would answer, and I would tell him I love him and I appreciate him. And thank you. That kind of thing would be the first thing to come out of my mouth. But, just because... a relationship in some or a workmanship in some way breaks down doesn't mean that you still can't project love onto that person's name.
Absolutely true.
And just because Lloyd and Irv don't talk don't mean that that's not a brilliant person who's done brilliant things for brilliant people. So
absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Dope. Now, one thing from the Unsung, I'm going to spill this because I thought this was incredible.
Okay.
I did not know that you put out the song with you and Lil Wayne by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that you basically put your own money together to make it become what it became.
Yeah, I
So
did.
what made you say, forget it, I'm about to just take this risk? Because you got to think in 2000, that's how I came out of 05, 06-ish? This was before Wayne was, oh, my God, So what made you say, forget, I'm about to just do this?
Well, Lil Wayne has always been oh my God to me.
I'm talking about to us. I'm talking about us.
Yeah, he's always been like that for me, man.
But outside, well, let me rephrase, outside of the culture.
No, I got you.
Right.
Trust me. To be honest, my back was against the wall. I didn't have a choice. I think if I did have a choice, that would have never happened that way.
Okay. Is that good or bad?
No. It's all good. Everything is good.
Right.
The good and the bad is good, believe it or not. There's always something to take away from everything. But I just think my back being against the wall, not having much of a choice, the motivation being a bit greater than, just chasing a hit record. You know what I mean? Like it was really like life necessary type of stuff with Katrina. That's really what forced my hand to do that. And I didn't know a lot about the game outside of recording and performing because I always had teams of people to do those things for me.
Word.
And it was really a scary time because I had to bet on myself, but I also had to move in unfamiliar territory. And now it is by far the greatest blessing. One of the greatest blessings that's ever happened for me.
True that. Anytime we're at a throwback 2000s party, that song gets played.
Yeah, we actually broke a Guinness Book of World Records record for that song, for the longest charted song on the Billboard charts before peaking at number 1.
Wow.
And it took, I think, almost 30-plus weeks being charted for that song to finally peak at 1. And when it peaked at 1, that was after the federal trial, after Irv was back in.
Yeah.
But when it first got on the chart, that was from us.
That was
just
all
pushing
y'all.
It by ourselves.
Absolutely. The power of
30 weeks before.
The power of just doing your own thing, man. I respect it. I
Yes,
respect
sir.
it. So let's talk about the soil for a little bit. You are from the East Side.
Boy, yes,
You came up
yes,
on
indeed.
the East Side. So,
yes, indeed. Like
yes.
little baby say. Yes, indeed.
East Side. So how does it feel for you to be a representative of the East Side? Because when it comes to this music thing in Atlanta, it's just not fair, bro. y'all got way too many people from yourself,
yes,
Gucci, Future. I feel like a lot of y'all have done different things.
I mean, then we got some of the greatest of all time.
True
Not
that.
just of this time, but of all
Period.
time. You know, Cass to me is the greatest rap group ever. I mean, you got Tribe Called Quest, and you got some great ones. But Outkast, just by far the best.
Absolutely.
And that's what
they from the South Side.
And that's what I grew up watching and listening to. But Dre also, his mom lived in Decatur. And he would say in the song, I took the 86 Latonia headed to Decatur. And we took so much pride in that growing up. And, you know, I actually am very thankful for the music of Dungeon Family and Dallas Austin and Babyface and all these people who really shaped the sound and the culture, because they really, really didn't cheat the music. They didn't have that ability. They didn't have the digital access like we do now, where everything's digitized and you can have a simulated sound. I mean, they were really in there creating music, you know, and
that's
compositions.
A real bass guitar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know those are keys.
Yes, sir. Real horns, real strings, and real stories. And I've always been proud of that as a foundation. And I think also just really being here from almost the beginning to now, seeing the camaraderie and the fellowship that exists amongst the artists and the people behind the scenes also, like yourself. I mean, it's really a community that exists, and I can't really say that I get that same cohesiveness in other cultures, other places. You know, sometimes there's division. Someone wants to be the king over this guy, and it keeps people from being the greatest.
Word. And I feel like that's a word, what you said right there, as far as, you know, people helping, because I remember when we first got hip to you, most of us found out about Sierra through you, because I remember I used to always be in each other's videos.
Man, I am the ultimate collaborator. I think my greatest accomplishments, I realized, sometimes were not my ideas, that it was just me being in the right place at the right time and being open enough and not stubborn to say, I'll try this. Hey, maybe that will work, kind of thing. And I really, really enjoy it. I mean, hey, if I could get a great song out there by myself, cool. But if I could really do it with someone else, I mean, the energy of that. And I think that stems from being in a group from the beginning and always missing that ever since, you know. When I had to go solo, I really kind of missed that camaraderie. And I've been trying to hold on to that through collaborating. And really, I mean, I wouldn't say people learned about these people through me directly, but being there in the beginning and being able to see someone else's greatness and give them the platform using yours, I think is really what building love is all about, really, man. I mean, CeCe being in the video with me,
Jody Breeze,
and everybody, man, and even being on Ross's first album, working with Jeezy on his first album, Drake's first mixtape, Childish Gambino's first album, Jacquees' first album, Spitter. You know what I mean? Everybody, man, just
you're like low key the hook king,
really
low
like,
key.
I'm nobody's king. You know, I just do my thing. I'm not the king, man. I think Jacquees is the king right now.
So you think Jacquees is the king of?
I think that's what's going on. I'm just saying I'm not the king, and I don't want to be.
Okay.
So whoever says they the king, rightfully, they probably deserve that, but that's not. You're not going to hear me. I'm not going against it, and I'm not claiming it. It's cool.
It is what it is. You already solidified, I feel you.
Yeah.
So speaking of, you know, trying things, one thing that you really did that was different and was bold was the song True. Were you scared to put that record out? Because I must admit, to be able to say on a song, hey, y'all, I'm broke, to be able to say that on a record, to be able to basically confront your fans, like, this is what I've been dealing with. Yeah. And for it to be received so well, that had to be tough, I can only imagine.
Yeah, that if it was up to me, that would have never came out, because I didn't understand the power of a message like that, because I didn't know where that belonged.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, it would never be played in a club. You can't skate to it. It's like, I don't know. It's something that really does not dictate and control the sound wave right now. Right. And plus, a lot of people live in a time of fantasy and escapism. You know, they try to escape from their problems by drinking them away or smoking them away or partying them away or sexing them away. And for me, I was like not at that place. I was like going towards all the issues. And, the dope thing is also, how when you start to bare your soul, sometimes I think people fear the projection of themselves in other people's eyes, right. But if you have the courage to record it, then you should have the courage to live it, and it just took me to get to that point. But I never, ever recorded that in mind of this is going to be big. This is going to be the single. This is it. I just wanted to get that off my chest as therapy, and that was also the first song that I recorded after being out of the studio for quite some time. And that was really the first place I wanted to go. I felt like if I could conquer this, then I can navigate my way to making the best soul music. But this is where you have to start. Where you been? What you been up to? What's going on with you? Why did you leave? I knew those were questions people wanted to know. And, I've never been broke, so let's clear that.
Okay, cool.
Say in the song, I say, hey world, I know it's been a while. Thought I'd come around and let you know what's up now. Right. No album lately, so my money's kind of up down. But I still been taking care of my mom and them somehow, which means I never really been broke, but I felt broken. I've been broken in a lot of ways, and that was really the blessing of all the years of making the music was I never had to make it for the money. So I had something to fall back on while I put my pieces together. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that luxury sometimes. Right. So they feel the pressure of time and they have to jump in it, maybe prematurely sometimes or before they have the opportunity to get to that place. But I do believe that every great artist, at least the ones that I grew up listening to and admiring, they take it there at some point. They really, really go introspective in order to be the greatest, whether it's Tupac, or Biggie, or Cass, or whomever, really.
I agree. How's fatherhood changed you?
Man, it's made me realize the existence of love in my life. Okay. Before I really understood it, seeing my kids born gained me a great appreciation for my significant other, far beyond what I ever knew, for the fragility of words and actions and thoughts, and how, love is a boomerang. I mean, what you put out, you get back.
True.
And it made me really conscious about that. But most importantly, it made me really thankful that I was never really as bad off as I ever imagined, because there was always really people there to really love me. And that's really the dopest thing that anyone can have.
Absolutely. I agree with that. So like now it's 2019, life is moving. What is the overall goal for Lloyd moving forward?
Man, to just count every blessing continuously, continuously live in a state of humble existence, to always respect every individual that I come in contact with, to, be cognizant that everybody is doing their best a lot of times, and that should be okay. Also, just injecting love into the world, man. Just, being a figure of positive energy and hopefully inspiring.
Dope. Inspiring. You definitely doing that, man. So everybody out there, Lloyd Unsung airs this Sunday.
Yeah, please check it out.
Yes. I absolutely enjoyed talking with you, man. Thank you for pulling up on me. Greatly appreciate you, man. Yeah. Any closing remarks, advice? Put yourself out there, my brother.
Yeah. It's never goodbye. It's always I'll see you later. The world is real small. And so always just treat people right, man, because it'll come back around on you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely true. Yeah. Absolutely true. Thank you for pulling up on me, Lloyd.
Yes,
Greatly
sir.
Appreciate you. I'm Moran Tha Man, 96.7 The Beat, the Ace of Poppin' R&B. Lloyd, we out.
Mo.
Hey.